Hey, I want to transition real quick, Phil. A tweet came out just the other day. Russell Westbrook was mentioned. This is from our dear friend Nick Wright from over on FS1, and I read this. We'll bring it up here on screen. A few months ago, I said Phil Hellmuth was the Mariano Rivera. While I like that comparison, I want to adjust it. He's actually Russell Westbrook. This is a compliment, not an insult to either involved. And as we know, maybe you aren't aware, but Russell Westbrook set the triple-double historical mark last night in the NBA. I believe he has 182 now. Is that right, Jeff?
Beating Oscar Robertson.
Yeah. Doesn't have a title, right? To his name. Instant offense, clearly. How do you take that from Nick Wright? What's your interpretation of that tweet?
It's too hard to compare apples and oranges. You know, I set out to be the all-time greatest in poker, and as a clear written goal in 1993. And so, you know, it's too hard to compare apples to oranges across different. You know, I think Westbrook plays a lot of high stakes pot limit Omaha, and it's just what he's done in his career is amazing. But I can't really compare the apples and the oranges. I leave those comparisons for others.
I know it's hard for you to compare it, Phil, but I think the poker fans who were also basketball fans see that tweet and they think about Russell Westbrook and some of his haters, as he's a very polarizing figure in the NBA, would say Russell Westbrook takes a bunch of long twos, he's inefficient from three, turns the ball over too much. Sure, his stats are good, but he's not really one of the great players. Did you take anything like that from Nick's tweet?
No, I mean, I don't want to read into. You know, Nick and I had a good time filming together, and I didn't want to take anything away from that. I mean, I think that you know, what I really want to do is I need to keep my head down. I really need to stay focused on my match with Daniel, and I need to put up 24 world WSOP bracelets, and apparently I need to win some high rollers to get some more respect from the younger generation. So that's what I'm thinking about when it comes to poker. When it comes to business, I'm literally doing stuff hours every day, and looking forward to launching a bunch of new stuff. And that's been fun for me, and I've been focused on that. But poker will always be number one. It'll always be my primary. I haven't been as turned on to go play 50Ks or 25Ks because I always thought, what's the point? Who cares? But now Daniel's saying they're super important that I actually win in those. And is betting me I can't even break even in those. And so it's not about the money, you know, and if it were about the money, I wouldn't show up. I'd continue not to show up. But it's about padding my legacy a little bit. And you know, Daniel put me in that spot. And so in a sense, he won because he's going to make me play some tournaments that I wouldn't have otherwise played. And hopefully, in a sense, I win because I beat him for 400K, and I have the whole match wrapped up by 28 tournaments in, and that's what I'm hoping.
He's Brent Hanks. I'm Jeff Platt. This is No Gamble, No Future. We got sports betting.
Oh.
We got fantasy sports.
Oh.
And sometimes, Brent, you just need to be a pure degenerate.
Absolute degeneracy. Like, subscribe, follow, enjoy the show.